Hello, and welcome back to Spiritual Warrior Tarot. I am here doing the April 2021 readings for all 12 zodiac signs. This reading will be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody. Take what fits your situation, leave what does not. Check your birth chart for other prominent signs and check out those readings. Just a friendly reminder not to get hung up on the gender of the cards, as we all have male and female energy within. And tarot is not, like, the messages you get aren't set in stone. So I just wanted to let people know, we all have free will. The readings are general, and they're just kind of to show you, like, where your energy is at. And if you follow, what the message says, then you can get to that destination that it gives you. But again, we all have free will. If we're not taking certain actions, then we're not going to get there. Or if we don't like the outcome, we can change it. So just to preface that. So Leo, when I was doing the meditation to connect to the energy, I basically saw you in a car with the wind in your hair, with a big smile on your face, and I also heard, "I'm the life of the party," which is so funny because I actually heard it in Jennifer Lawrence's voice from American Hustle. "I'm the life of the party." So I just thought that was kind of funny. But also I was kind of getting the gist of, like, you leaving something behind and heading towards something new. I mean, aren't we all the time? But, like, with the car and driving really fast and the wind in your hair and, like, smiling, like you're speeding towards something that you're really, really excited about. So let's see what happens. And I'll pull you one from the Gaia Healing deck and then do your journey reading like the previous months with the Shadowscape Tarot. So here we go. Spirit, please give me a card for Leo in the month of April 2021. All right, one more time. I heard. Okay, so like Cancer yesterday when I was doing these, I don't usually pull a clarifier for these. So what we have, but I'm going to pull one for this. So what we have is the Five of Water, and this is all about sadness and loss and, keeping your focus in that area on things that, you're disappointed in, or maybe you didn't get that you thought you were going to get, or, a loss or just sadness. I just heard cutting your losses. So I don't know what that's about. But what I'm feeling with this, like, okay, so you see the fish there next to her? It's almost like they're indicative of people around you who are trying to get you to lift your head and, like, look away. But, like, what I really felt strongly when this first came out was this is what you're leaving behind. So let's see, because I heard get a clarifier. I don't usually for these, so let's see if anything comes out. Wow. Okay. So, yeah. Putting down burdens, the Ten of Wands, and then we have the High Priestess and the Fool coming out. So High Priestess is about, your inner knowledge and listening to your intuition. Sometimes a High Priestess is, hidden knowledge, and she represents hidden knowledge because it's the knowledge that we can only find when we go within. We can't get that from outside sources. And then we have the Fool, which is brand new energy, and he's literally going out on an adventure. And the Fool is about having your connection with your higher power so strong that nothing can get you down and nothing is going to deter you from what you're heading towards. It's kind of like, I'm going on this adventure, I'm going to take my bindle and my dog, and I don't care what you say, like, kind of like shooing away the naysayers and not really believing in those limited thoughts. But that's kind of what I felt when I saw the Five of Water come out, almost like this is what you're leaving behind, because you've listened to yourself, you've heard the call, and now you're ready to head out. So interesting. Let's see what else comes out for you, Leo. We're going to do your journey reading with the Shadowscapes Tarot and see what the journey is that you are heading out on. Here we go. Ooh, these cards just want to fly right out. Okay. Spirit, please give me journey reading for Leo for April 2021. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is all about a stalemate and like stagnant energy because you have a decision that you can't make. Also in this particular deck, you see the swan. There's a swan holding a flower, and then there's another swan by the heart hanging in the tree. And in the book, it talks about open your heart and feel, and open your eyes and see, so that you can make this decision, because this is about being at a crossroads. Sometimes with the eyes being covered, it's indicative of like you don't see everything. Again, I'm feeling that this is what you're leaving behind, that this is where you were, and that maybe you're about to choose which way to go, because again, we all have free will, so we can decide to stay stuck, or we can decide to let go of things from the past and move on. I feel like you're sick of this, Leo. Like if you've been in a position where you're trying to decide on something and you're at a stalemate, I feel like you're sick of this. And maybe this is somebody around you, because again, in tarot readings, we could pick up on the energy around you. Maybe there's somebody around you who's trying to make a decision and they're not able to, and you're kind of like, all right, I'm sick of like waiting for you to make a decision. Interesting. Okay. Well, this seems to be shaping up already to be dealing with a relationship. So we'll see what else comes out. So the first three cards are the leaving cards. Then we have your why you're being led on this journey, the star or the light leading, like lighting your path, the challenge, and then the destination. And the first three cards being the leaving cards, sometimes they each show three separate things that you're leaving behind as you set out on this journey, but more often than not, it's a story. Okay, so the first card we have is the Two of Cups. So strong soulmate bond, very healthy, strong bond in a relationship. Then we have the King of Wands, which is, oh, did I say Two of Wands? If I said Two of Wands, I'm sorry, I meant Two of Cups. King of Wands is here, and this is a very strong-willed, confident, self-assured person with a lot of courage to go after the things that they want. And the King of Wands is also somebody who's not very, I don't find that to be an arrogant energy. It's kind of like, let's work together and no one's better than the other, but they're very serious. I mean, they're lighthearted, but they're really serious about their direction and where they're going and taking the action towards that to get what they want. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, Leo, and this is a very independent energy. This is like single person energy sometimes. But in general, Nine of Pentacles is a very independent person who can make anything out of nothing, and they don't need somebody to provide for them because they can provide for themselves. Not saying that they you know, don't need anybody or don't need help once in a while, but this is like in terms of like you don't really need somebody to provide for you. This is very entrepreneurial energy as well. And in this particular deck, this card is about bringing the spiritual down to the material realm, and she goes out, and the way she plays the piano there, that's kind of like saying like she goes out into the forest and plays this music and brings this energy down, and she doesn't, it's very like she goes out into the forest alone to do this, to practice her craft and to really hone in on it. And there's something from the book that I'm being guided to mention, so let's see what that is here. Yes, I just saw she is alone. She comes out here to seek the solitude that the woods offer. She is content in her self-sufficiency. The snail's the snail's shell she sits, wow, say that 5 times fast. The snail's shell she sits on and the spirals in the branches of the trees are a physical representation of the golden mean ratio, a continuum that approaches the infinite, approaches balance, approaches the ideal. She doesn't look at her hands as she plays, but gazes up at the stained glass perfection of the sun shining through the leaves from above. She smiles and basks in the warmth and the emerald radiance. The Nine of Pentacles is a balance of the material with the spiritual. It is material well-being and refinement, discipline in order to attain such, relying on oneself and trusting in one's own abilities. It is understanding and appreciating the wealth that one already possesses. So again, not needing anybody, not that you don't want anybody, but like basically not needing anybody and having the determination to go out alone and be self-sufficient on your own, and also to really bring together your spiritual energy with your physical energy. I feel like maybe, so there's a couple things. So I feel like maybe where you were maybe really focused on a relationship, you're going to kind of move away from that being your only focus and focusing on building your own courage and stamina and taking action towards your own self-sufficiency, because sometimes in relationships we can become very codependent and kind of let our own needs and desires fall to the wayside. So I'm already, I want to see why this is here. Why is the tarot cards here? Okay, so definitely relationship related for you, Leo. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. So we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers also represents choice, and then you're here right behind it as the Strength card showing up. But for the Two of Cups, what came out was the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and then Death, which is transformation. And so I feel like maybe there's a transformation going on what really brings you that wish fulfillment, and like or there's a possible another story here saying that there's a person here that brings you wish fulfillment, but there's a transformation going on, or there's a transformation needed in this area. So let's get some more and see. so lack showing up again. That was the Five of Pentacles for anybody wondering. Okay, so coming out for over the King of Wands, excuse me, of the Two of Pentacles, which is juggling or going back and forth, not being able to really solidify a decision. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming through, love offer or emotional fulfillment. And then we have the Moon here, which is fears, anxieties, unknowns, also illumination on the subconscious. So maybe there's something you are going back and forth on, or maybe somebody around you like not really being able to make a decision to come to you. Okay, so strength is here again, letting me know you are very strong. So for the Nine of Pentacles here, we have the Eight of Swords, feeling very stuck. This is also a mental prison that you keep yourself in. The Star, faith, hope, believing in yourself, also your purpose. That's the Aquarius card. And then we have the Seven of Wands here. This is standing your ground, defending yourself, and also sometimes could be like you're blocking something from you. I feel like this is indicating you getting yourself unstuck, like you were stuck and now you're starting to have faith and belief in yourself and in your purpose, and you're going to stand your ground and go after whatever that is at all costs. Honestly, it kind of feels like that maybe there was like a relationship here that was a little wishy-washy and not really fully committed or coming in all the way, and you've decided to kind of step away from that to reassess what it is that you want in your life and go after that. Yeah, I got confirmation with that. So again, put that where that is. It could be like somebody around you or like your actual energy for yourself. The why you're being led on this journey is the Nine of Wands. This is about not giving up on yourself. This is like perseverance. In the book, it talks about how this soldier is here with all their, well, an admiral or a general rather, with all the soldiers down here, and they're on the outskirts of their realm, protecting it, ready, standing guard, basically. And then they sit there all throughout the night on guard, and then as the sun comes up, they're still there. They're not going anywhere. It's basic, it's about not giving up and persevering. So I feel like this for you, Leo, is like you not giving up on yourself and not giving your power away is what I just came through. Like, stop giving your power away. The Star leading you down this journey, lighting your path, is the Six of Swords. And so this is about moving on to better times, sailing into smoother waters. You see that the crows on top of the swords at the bottom, they're kind of in a darker color that represents like a darker, heavier energy. And the swan comes in and gets the little boy and flies him away, and you can see the light behind them. So this basically means that your guides are trying to take you into better times, kind of like how I saw in my meditation. Like, it literally was like you in a convertible with the wind in your hair and smiling and like basically moving towards something really, really fast. And maybe that's you moving out of this darkness really quickly because they don't want you to give up on yourself. So The next card we have out is the Challenge, and this is the Chariot. This is also the Cancer card. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Cancer, who knows. This is about reaching a great achievement, and this is about potential and believing in yourself and having confidence as well. I'm interested, we're going to get some clarifiers, but the outcome, which is really beautiful, is the Ten of Cups. So that's kind of why I was like, okay, there's a connection to a relationship here, because the Ten of Cups is it's I mean, it's not just about a relationship, but it's about happy emotional contentment on every level of your life. So relationship, your home, your friends, your job, everything around you, and prosperity, and having everything that you need. And there's something I'm being guided to read here again. So let's see what this is. I'll know it when I see it. The Ten of Cups is the final attainment of serenity and peace. Success and happiness have been granted at last. An all-encompassing emotional contentment, not just a physical or material pleasure. Family support and bonds are important to being able to enjoy the blessings of life. They need no others to make this moment complete, but there is a union nevertheless between the two of them and all the surrounding living creatures. You know, what I'm getting is that there's like a relationship that maybe isn't going the way that you want. So you're kind of questioning if you should really commit yourself to it. Also, perhaps maybe this person has come in and shown you your worth. Perhaps this person has come in and changed things for you. I just see change with this transformation here, and then with the moon with like the fears and the unknown, but like I'm not really picking up on that aspect of the moon. I'm picking up on the aspect of like you're realizing something, like the moon shining the light on your subconscious, making you realize something. I feel like maybe this person has come in and kind of made you realize like your purpose and how beautiful and how much of a star you are. You know, because with the Death card here and then the Nine of Cups, it's like there's a transformation and then the wish fulfillment comes in. All right, let's see what else is here. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Anything else? Okay, so we had two cards come out for over the Nine of Wands, which was your why, being led down this journey to not give up. We have the Four of Swords and then the World. So Four of Swords is about separation and meditation and going within to, you know, really assess things for yourself so that you can come out with a clear head and know what to do or which way to go. And then you have the World, which is completion and reaching another level. It's like job well done, you graduated. It feels like maybe separation is what is needed for you to, like with the Nine of Wands here, it's like you not giving up on yourself. Maybe you need to take some time alone for yourself, Leo, to contemplate what it is that you really want to head towards. And then the World, you know, and then you'll have like this completion and you'll come into realization and it'll be like a job well done. You reach the next level because you took the time to go within and really assess what it is that you need for yourself, you know, because also with the Four of Swords with meditation, it reminds me of the World card and the fact that like once you do this and you have quieted your mind and you've quieted any kind of external noises from people or things, you do reach another level. Like you do come into realization about things. So of course, you know, you would get to the World, you know, because it's like you realize something new and now you're on another level because you have a new perception of something. Queen of Cups just came out like that. You're not going anywhere. You're still here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so for the Six of Swords was what I was clarifying, that moving into better times. And what we have clarifying that is the Four of Cups and then the Five of Cups. And so the Four of Cups is like, it's about missing out on an opportunity. It's also about, you know, you're alone here and this cup, this emotional fulfillment is trying to come in, but you're not taking it. Almost like you think you're not ready, or you're just not having it. And then we have the Five of Cups, which again is the same energy here. That Five of Cups is like loss and sadness and focusing on your spilled cups rather than the abundance that's around you. So for this, I feel like this is what you're being taken away from, exactly like how I saw in my meditation. Like you're speeding towards something great and you're really happy about it. And I just feel like that's why these are here, because this is what they're trying to get you to move past, or they're like saying like this is what you're moving away from as you allow yourself to sail into better times. You know, maybe if there's like a relationship here and you're kind of been just focusing on yourself, you know, maybe there's a relationship that will serve to really, like I said, like make you feel like a star. And, you know, maybe you're just like been hurt in the past, Leo, and you're like, I don't know if I really want this relationship, you know, or maybe this relationship hurt you. Again, this is what I'm getting with this reading, it's kind of different than the other ones that I've done. I'm feeling a lot of different timelines for like a lot of different Leos. Like this, you know, some of you, it's like, you know, a relationship is changing or has changed you, and it's helping you to see like what you really want, or you were like feeling stuck, or you were feeling like you were just focusing on one thing and not letting this thing in, and it was kind of like basically not wanting to let the relationship in because you've been hurt in the past, if that makes sense. So it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of, I keep getting like 3 different stories. So if it's confusing, I apologize. I'm kind of like, wait a minute, because, you know, something will come in and then something new will come in. But for the most part, it feels like you've realized something and you're being pulled out of your darkness, whether that's just yourself or from a relationship. It's funny because this is what I was seeing basically in the meditation, like literally like wind in your hair and going really, really fast. So the King of Cups just showed up clarifying the Chariot, and the King of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, which is, kind of interesting because the Chariot is the Cancer card. But the King of Cups is somebody who's very emotional and supportive and very loving and in control of his emotions, but doesn't really express them at all, really, in any kind of way. I just feel like maybe you're a little apprehensive about really opening yourself up and really going to this thing. This is reaching an achievement, maybe in terms of a relationship for you. Maybe you're like really, I'm just feeling somebody who's really afraid to like open up and go. Okay, so we have two cards that came out. So we have the King of Wands and the Emperor that came out clarifying the Ten of Cups, and these are both about taking control. So the King of Wands is here twice, and the Emperor is about taking control of your life and making order out of chaos and being in control. And then the King of Wands is in control of his energies, and again, very confident, very bold, very courageous in going towards what it is that he wants. And I just feel like, Leo, you're going through a transformation right now, which is allowing you to come into realizations about things and move away from this type of energy, especially with the Death card here. There's definitely a transformation, and maybe you're moving away from an old relationship, and then a new one will come in once you go through this transformation, because I see where you were feeling stuck, you're not going to feel stuck anymore, and you're going to like reach this new level and come into completion about something. Yeah, this one, I'll be completely honest, this one kind of stumped me. I feel like there's a couple different timelines happening here, but for the most part, Leo, this is good. This is telling me that there's a transformation happening for you, and you're about to leave this energy in the dust. Exactly like what I saw. So whether it's like a relationship, or you being down on yourself, or just being afraid to open up to a new relationship, I feel like all of that stuff that you held inside that's keeping you blocked and keeping you in this type of energy, because this has showed up twice here, it's here and here. I feel like you're moving away from that, like that fear of like being hurt and not opening up because of things that have happened in the past, or like not believing in yourself, especially with the Emperor and the King of Wands here with this Ten of Cups. This is really good. This just shows me, if you can go through this transformation, you're going to come into control of yourself and of your life, and it'll bring you a lot of contentment on every level, because when that happens, it ripples out into every part of our life. So, Leo, those are your messages for April 2021. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know down in the comments if this resonated with you or not. And if it did not, please check your birth chart for other prominent signs and check out those readings as well. And I will see you soon, Leo. Take care.